Bring that tempo, they want to bring that pace. They take up towards that CT side, over towards stairs. Now the fight actually begins. Util still in play. It's Leaf to fall, Trent to fall, Valen goes down. G2 falling like flies until then. Giorgamo and Jonah P now with an uphill struggle to say the least. Kung makes sure of it. EDG, round one.
Just destruction here on the opening home, apart from John. He doesn't even have a sheriff to his name.
This is lacking in almost all areas, hoping for a bit of timing or something on their side. Chi-Chu's having none of that. Giorgamo found, site secure, plants in play, everything looking good, tick in the box.
Yeah, right now G2 just trying to show a couple of those C fights early on in these opening rounds. Start that conditioning. Smoggy's conditioning is that he's just going to kill you if you look at him.
I think that goes for all of them, actually. That seems to apply throughout. Oh, and the confidence is sky high. Leaf brought to his knees real quick.
Yeah,
flawless round.
It's going to be a brawl headed over towards Rebel in this early round. I mean, tons of utility spent.
Oh, everything's here. This is absolutely wild. It's Jonah P and Trent to get the secure kills first. It slowed down the roll a lot. Giorgamo better play this patiently.
Because he could peek into spawn here, and the timing says that he might. Gets it, sees the spike. That's a good look from him. Going for more is just too much, though.
That greed could cost him. Again, these are the small margins. Do too much. Needs to wait for the other two to swing in through this smoke, looking for that paranoia. It's good. Nobody removed from the fight. Smoggy falls. Valen strides in. It's not going to happen for nobody. G2 keep their cool.
That's that signature G2 patience, that control going in on the retake there. Leaf just barely jiggling that line. A Rebel fight's on loop, and we're seeing more of it now.
Oh, this might be vicious. You're looking at Kung to try and find a little bit of space to maneuver in, and if anything, he just found the bad end of the gun. Trent and Jonah P putting in the pain. G2 once again walking away with the advantage from this.
To me, it looks like a fight into Waterfall where G2 are stacked.
Yeah, this could be an absolute brawl breaking out. They want to have a fight. Yeah, the stun's just spot on. They're going for the swing, and it might have been a miss until then. Smoggy with back-to-back impact. He didn't expect the third, but finally Valen makes it there. Down to the 1v1. Simon sees him playing around. What does Simon say about this one? Nothing! Valen brings him to his knees, and this discipline from G2 looks perfect.
That was unreal, right? EDG had the perfect read, stun up 2 targets, but they weren't ready for that extra player.
You know, it's over towards B, but the chaos continues. Jaw wants to find some impact here. He's found more than that. He's found 3. They're pouring through towards the seaside. Valen can't get the gun out in time. EDG pivot on a dime, but they're not in the clear just yet. Kung still securing CT, holding that space, allowing the plant to come in. Chi-Chu catching that B rotate. They out-pivoted G2 so well this round.
EDG just snapped G2's ankles in half. I mean, what a play. They were so patient in that round, really testing out the space into A, baiting out an ultimate, and then going all the way into C.
Wow. God, that's good problem solving.
You're gonna run into problems because G2 run a lot of these set trap plays, so getting the info is always very important so you don't get caught off guard.
Oh, Chi-Chu knows it. That smoke coming in, he was like, guys, help me out here. I'm about to be surrounded. Lovely little set piece for G2 just to maybe try and get that weapon away, right? Secure some security for themselves, get a little upgrade, and bail out. Valen's gonna have that for now, but the C site is under threat.
I don't want to make you nervous, but EDG lost 8 of their 13 anti-ecos yesterday.
Stop it. Stop it. It won't happen again, right? Not like this. Kung already going to show some dominance towards CT. Sides on in. Yeah, they're not taking any chances this time. Kung! It's the name up in lights. Pops the ult.
Looks to me like G2 are gonna go all in for another Rebel fight here. Ready to go with stuns. I mean, just a carbon copy these last few rounds, and G2 are continuing to dominate.
Jaw lighting it up himself now, right back into things with 2 big picks. Again, man advantage. Last time around, we've seen G2 then shift into a passive hold. They have not fallen away just yet. EDG want more. They want more pain, apparently. G2 punishing. That push-up, trying to get closer. It is just a massacre over towards A.
The walls closing in from the start.
Isn't it? Kung trying to find his routing, find his spacing. And right now, they're just finding pain here. Push back once again. Valorant wants the space. Looks for his man. There's Jonah P to catch him. Beautiful from G2. That is stunning. And it's over, surely, Smoggy. This feels unwinnable. A 1v3. Prove me wrong, I dare you. But this is waving the banner of G2. They're just not even giving him a chance. Have fun, good luck, catch you in the next. We're back all even.
G2 cringing it to the max.
We've considered this as well, right? We've got that Teho drone going through B. Gonna see nothing. Re-smoke, And Valen now gonna be stunned, but does get played in. He plays it early as well. Stunned up, he still comes out swinging. G2, this is their part of the map. I don't know how EDG are meant to make it through. They are being massacred towards A.
I can't stress enough how different this look of G2 is. Not just from the last time they played against EDG, but how they play this map of...
G2 are waiting. Nobody lucky, but flashed in. Proactive on the play. Takes a swing, takes the trade. Better. EDG winning out their fights, but Valen tipping the scales right back in. It's a scrap through and through. This is a bloody battle from start to end, down to the 2v2. G2 win back the site at least.
There's a late flank coming in from Chichu as well. He's one in main, but Chichu is on the hunt.
There's no way. Chichu, your timing is everything. They thought about it, Leaf thought about it, but Jaw on the other side! He's got it! A safe pair of hands for G2 today. Exactly what they needed.
You just...
It might not be now.
I kind of forgot C existed, I'm not gonna lie.
Certainly early round, at the very least, Kung Kung gonna be lucky to be alive on 20. Whoa! A flying Leaf looking like a force of nature. Goes back in. What on earth are you thinking? Audacious play. But G2, again, showing their willingness to fight on these two. Oh, not pretty for Smoggy there. That's rough. Forced away. Now the site starts to constrict. Starts to feel smaller. Starts to feel uncomfortable. Valen, not clean himself, but more HP. Job done. Simon and Chichu. We say it when Chichu stands, it always feels like there's a chance, but this is a lot to ask for. It might be, oh my god, it is still Chichu, hold on! There's a man diving behind. He had no idea about it. Jorgamo bounding through the map. And G2 with another. Operator there for Leaf, he's fine now. He can just sit there on the angle if he fancies it, but here comes the fight. We've seen it before, and it looks like we'll see it again. This time, Kung Kung gonna be the difference maker. But it ain't over yet. Trent's still here. Slows down the roll, backs away. The first time this fight has gone EDG's way.
This post plant is going to be a bloodbath. Simon has the rolling thunder. There's ults on Jaw and Trent, and G2 are moving quickly.
Yeah, they want to get back in. Jaw fancies it. He wants to have a little bit of a biff on this one. EDG, he's seen everything. Calls for it, forces them forward. Leaf with a 1-2 punch. Trying to find more punish. It's Trent down to the 2v2, but nobody in Smoggy finally bring EDG around.
It's crazy that Kong Kong's just been left completely alone, but Simon has fault line to support him on this fight.
He's gonna need help. Someone help him. Kong Kong is so alone.
What?
It felt disjointed, maybe a misread here. EDG looking a little bit behind the curve. And look at where Leaf's gone to. Simon trying to be subtle with it, but there's nothing subtle about it. Easy light work for Valen. This looks, for the first time in a while, like EDG are completely behind the wheel.
Yeah, that's certainly a way to win a pistol round. Just 2 free kills to start things off. My eyes are on Smoggy on the flank, but again, he's on 5 HP, so unless he's shooting Jaw in the back of the head, and look at those nades! What?
No way! That is a absolute tilter of a way to end. And Smoggy was the one who was just like battered and bruised from the start. And we were singing the praises of EDG. I have never seen...
Just about.
Give or take.
G2 play a lot slower, moving over to the C site, but EDG have done their homework. They've got a flank going, yeah, that gets shut down, but the rotates are in, and G2 only have 30 seconds to play with. They're pivoting away from C.
I do get nervous when I see these rounds go this late. There is that one Sheriff with Kong Kong, so that's basically where my mind goes towards. And oh my god, forgive me, Simon. I didn't think your Classic could do that sort of thing, but apparently it can. 18 seconds now. Getting a little closer. Jonah P on the case. Trying to secure this smoke, because you know the temptation would be to try and work through it. Chichu has a go at it, doesn't work out. Kong Kong down a little low here. And all those opportunities fading. G2, very... they're
embeds over towards stairs into Mound. And EDG, without a sentinel of their own, are going to have to do good work to re-clear space and find nice openers like that. You can't complain there.
No, you take those when you get them. Okay, let's have a look at the rest of the map. EDG having a walk, having a wander, stretching the legs.
Get the blood flowing.
That's the one. That feels smaller, but you're starting to feel a little bit nervous if you are Chichu. And then again, it is Chichu. Maybe I'm talking absolute nonsense, because this man's been an absolute monster. Not now. Trent bullies him, takes the site. G2 have control on this now.
And they have the read as well, going up the zip line. I think they realize EDG, they would have hurt them already had they been coming to fast retake, but instead, that flank, the drone, doesn't actually see any players. EDG might be able to creep up on Jaw.
Jules ready for it though. He's looking towards his smoke. He's got a good idea, but Smoggy succeeded. Takes away Valen, and now they can start getting that stranglehold going. Jaw falls. It's down to Trent and Jonah P, and they're looking in trouble here. A really hard post plant, but already that's a trade, but it's not quite good enough. No more to be done. EDG proactive on the play back in, taking that walk through. Prowler from deep. They're very paranoid for EDG that someone could be lurking towards that A side.
This fight here is everything. Jonah P gets in the corner.
Oh my god, the professor! Absolutely teaching him a lesson. Takes down 2, but a good trade. Now, Chichu, nobody, and Smoggy have a long way back in here though. Valen gonna be caught in the decay. Nobody now takes the next step forward. This is perfect. 3v3. Nice from Chichu. Takes away Jaw. And bit by bit, EDG unraveling G2. Leaving Just Leaf. Oh, but maybe it's not Just Leaf. Hold on. A 1v2 ain't easy though, smoked off as well. Beckoned forward by the spam, by the tap on the spike. He's got to go! Nice try! But better from Chichu, but the timing.
No! I don't think so! .0.
No, Hong Kong's got a bulldog. I don't feel like this might be the one that works for him, though. You know, it's one of those weird rounds. Okay, I've been talking absolute nonsense. Jaw's already got Kung Kung. Leafs identified that there was some pressure on the other side. Does get outdone, though, and that's a recovered rifle.
Yep, into the hands of Chichu, no less. So what did... Overforcing like they did the last time around, but really it's Chichu with the rifle in hand to try and break this round open. He gets the first.
Oh, it's stunning from Chichu. More? No. Jonah P on the trade. Paranoia comes in, and now the numbers starting to fall. This is looking rough. You can see the util being poured on here. Trent even going to claim one, going to put the ult on top. They're taking no chances. Smoggy had his ult, but doesn't feel like he's going to get the chance to use it here. G2 on the verge of 11, but Smoggy giving a damn good go. Jonah P having none of it. G2 make it.
Dorn fight into B main, but G2 have a chance to pinch themselves going through a one-way.
But it's going to find so little, I think. It's Jonah P to deny Smoggy, going to force the res, but it's Chichu being played in here. Deals with Jaw, doesn't fall foul to it, but a diving Jonah P puts him to bed. It's down to a 4v4. Jonah P is an absolute monster. Trent going to find Simon. Why does G2 make this look easy? This is EDG. These are the reigning champions, and right now, G2 are walking all over them. I can't believe it. And you can get one, but one is not enough. G2 are there in numbers. Kung Kung, if there was a player to do it, to deny the 12, you'd argue it could be him. Right now, G2 looking like they're on another level. The utility there to stall. The time being bought. And the first man has a go, but Leaf's just toying with him, playing with his food. Kung Kung can't get past the go signal. This is wild. G2 stake their claim over towards Rubble.
EDG keeping 2 players tucked in close behind that wall. Waiting for the reclear, and with nobody finding that pick into mid, that might encourage G2 to keep fighting forward into A.
They have no idea about how many players are around this corner, though. They could walk into this. Yeah, Kung Kung this time is fired up, and then completely just seems to drift. Oh my God.
What are they looking at?
I don't understand what I'm seeing. This is EDG. This is not a second-tier team. This is one of the best in the world, arguably the best in the world. And right now, they look asleep at the wheel. G2 just driving forward. We're going to need heroics to save this round. Maybe it's nobody's time to shine. G2 there, Smoggy there. Valen and Jonah P to claim, but Jonah P has been a monster. Nasty in his work. Valen in the smoke.
Last player standing.
Chichu catches. Nice from Chichu. That was better. But that felt bizarre halfway through that round. 15, but you know, he's a superstar. So we go again at 12-7. G2 held off from that wanted 13th. Smoggy, big chance, big shot. Oh, it's gorgeous. A third potentially as well. You wait.
This fight into front B is going to be everything. As smokes come in, Trent tries to fight his way out, carve himself a way on through.
Yeah, but Smoggy, he's still on this one. He's still there. They're still trying to battle it out towards B, but Smoggy's controlling so much. You are a lucky boy, Smoggy. The gods smiled on you this round. But Valen left in a 1v3. You back him still on it, because Smoggy certainly does the setup here. Knife's edge, and it's Smoggy. What a stunner from him. 4 kills and a step back.
In this...
Show me what you can do here, because already G2 have a plan. And Jaw, I don't think you come out of this alive. You don't. Chichu puts him into the blender, And G2 held at the door here. EDG kept secured by the smoke, but only for a second. Look at who's closing in on the other side as well. So just a centimeter apart. Hello, Kong quick with it. Support from Simon, and G2 left in towards the ult. It's down to a 3v2. They're going to force out the ult as well. Simon taking no chances here. They want to bulldoze forward. Oh, I told you about these stingers. And maybe it's true. Smoggy has to pull this off himself. And the time is ticking. G2!
Cute little bait and switch set up back B site here. Jogamo having all the support from Valen to bait out those shots while they... Oh, what's that nade?
Oh, what's that shot? Jaw so quick with it towards Kong, but he goes a little too early on that. Simon gonna punish him, forcing Leaf closer to site. Hold on. Do they still check? Do they still do their due diligence here? Leaf could get played in. He could have a monstrous impact. No, it's Simon to shut it down so quickly. That's a 4v2. Trent, I mean, he was damn good before, but G2 looking absolutely on it now.
That was nice. This time G2 ready with the flash on the refight, but those missiles give you not a lot of room to fight in.
Go for a little crunch here. That, what? How did Trent get two? How's he got two from it? That is so outrageous from G2. I thought it was going to be a little bit of a biff, a little bit of a brawl, but apparently G2 just needs some classics. I was worried about the Vandal being dropped, let alone every other weapon. G2's having to come back in on cleaning duty. Boys, what's happening middle? You made an absolute mess. And Leaf.
Just smokes on smoke.
Yeah, good luck. Have fun. He's clean. He's going to need a bit more than that, though. Leaf, suddenly, getting a little shaken here. But Jonah P's still alive. 4 bullets. They're waiting for this drop here. Oh! G2, you are outrageous! Saving EDG.
Hard to see them compete with the best in the world.
Quite like what Trent's doing, a very passive an approach, not giving away too much space, and Leaf kind of working off the negative space that was kind of assumed to be in the territory, and Trent still delivering. This man looks so sharp on the tail, I can't stress it enough. And now EDG starting to struggle a little bit here. This bonus was lacking in the investment as well, obviously light after round 2. Trent, just a safe pair of hands, can't stress it enough. He is so solid, an absolute rock of this team. Now, can Simon or Chichu get under their skin? Can they cost them any of these weapons?
It's going to have to be Simon with a Vandal in hand. Only 55 HP, though, getting swung out on the side. Now he knows where the first is, but as Trent falls into sight, those angles are being taken away from him. 3 on the round is just excellence from Trent.
Really nice. Now, again, it was a bonus for EDG. A lighter look, especially with the space that Trent's taken. This feels very readable here, but it's still hard to hold this site. Very little of this area is playable, but Leaf's got a corner, and nobody can put Leaf in a corner. Already looking like EDG are suffering on the way in. Nice fight back through.
Hold on, Smoggy.
Oh, Smoggy straight through middle. A surprise they didn't expect, but the positioning coming out from Trent. They've definitely put this together. Kung trying to find a corner as well. Jonah P with the stun. Everything's starting to get harder and harder to hold here. Kung trying to do the dance, but it's Smoggy and Kung in unison. Kept their cool and got the round. This puts Trent in a really tough position. Now, he's got a good amount of stall, right? He's Teo. He can buy time for players to come back in. But Kung wants to disrespect it, but Jonah P then isolating the player behind. Can't control sight, though, as Kang is going to succeed on that one. Outdone, outnumbered. G2 flood back in early. They take the fight, and they take the heads of EDG. It's just Smoggy. A 1v4 necessary. Lovely on one, spots a second. Some more for us here, Smoggy. Not in the end. Trent there from the start and there at the end. Healing bold, but Chuddy, you can see the floor littered with explosives. Finds a corner to play from. Spots out Trent. Dealt with. Put into a cage. The beast from the east not having the time to shine, and now those sheriffs feel like there's just no bite to them anymore. That was meant to be the big ace up the sleeve, and Trent is looking like the final boss on this map. He spotted a player on that one. Yeah, Jonah P ready for it. And we're going to have the util pour on. Kung again finding no safety, no comfortable way in, but this time Simon saves him. Jonah P goes down as Kung takes the side control. Chichu deals with Trent towards heaven, and suddenly EDG have a pocket to play from.
And in the post plant, a Rolling Thunder as well, so G2, they need to act quickly or EDG are going to take the fight to them.
First time in a while, EDG look like they're on the money here. Jaw, though, still having a glance. What a shot. Couldn't follow up, but now it's all on Valen. too much on the...
That EDG are actually able to get out into the site.
Operators out for Jaw as well.
Oh.
They're all coming this way. Oh my god, this could be a massacre. Jonah P sends the statement early, sending Kang into next round. Simon as well taking a boatload of damage, and they don't know about Jaw. A missed shot. Nobody punishing the push-up. And now we should surely reset the tempo. With the operator too, has not been revealed. Jonah P can hold this. The gap is closing. The Vice is coming. G2, they're right behind you. Leaf tears them apart, leaving just the two who are up towards Heaven earlier. But they've got the spike. G2 and Smoggy. They've got TP on Smoggy, but does Leaf let him leave? He doesn't! He keeps him tethered! He keeps him down! G2! This was after the timeout as well for EDG. They've had theirs.
Hello. What is going on?
Good. It looks, yeah, that's normal. It's an indie company, small indie company, don't worry about it. We keep going on here. For now, Kang has created space, right? He's got them the side. He bullied his way through Heaven. Oh, Trent! Trent is on another level here, gonna play this back through, but there's a late lurk in towards middle. Gonna be needed here now as well, as already G2 closing the gap as Simon put on notice. Bouncer! Oh, back to back! You got another for a Simon! No, you don't, Trent! The final boss on this gets the defuse and takes
Again?
The drone did find contact on A as well, so this is now getting a little bit uncomfortable. The timing, yeah, Leaf, every day of the week. They're making this map look small, right? This EDG now, their hand gets forced. They have to force this A fight. They can maybe consider a pivot through Heaven, but you got to play it forward now. It's all going to get messy. Trent still alive here. How is he standing? I don't know, but this is just an absolute battlefield. Kang, but from the grave, Trent trades out. We're still in a 3v2. EDG are trailing numbers, but they have the plant.
G2 in Heaven. He's got a beautiful timing here, looking down into G2, but Jogmo takes him out. G2 shut EDG out of the round.
I can't believe what we're seeing here. This is getting better and better.
G2 come up with some creative ideas. This might be something a little bit extra, though. We find Kong!
This shouldn't be happening. That shouldn't be happening, but he gets away with it. It's so unorthodox.
And now, a drone goes through A, sees no one in sewers. Jogmo posts up on that line, so the quick reposition while the rest of his team fully shifts into the B site. EDG, they've got time to work with, a full-on minute. And so often, nobody will be the lurk for them, but he's walking straight into an operator on the other side, and it's just not going to be there for him.
We've been talking about it, putting Kang into the double operator out as well. Leaf on this. He smoked off.
Oh dear.
Kang can't get around. He can't get into a round, and they can't evade the operators. G2 are looking primed to close out this half, near on perfectly.
All EDG wanted was to be able to run an exec, get the ults online. G2 aren't letting them have anything.
No, they are lethal. They are looking like killers, right? They know their win con. They're making it hurt. Dancing around them, G2 looking like a step above. As said, it is a very small club of players who can do that to a team like EDG, but right now, they absolutely are. Nobody in Simon with a world of trouble, and it looks like there's no way out of it. Simon gonna do what he can, as he can, but there's nothing to do but die. 8-4. Kang, as said, the stats weren't looking kind, weren't looking pretty for him. Oh, but he sticks around, he fancies a go at this one. He's feeling brave. And maybe not rightly so. Catches one on the cross, but does get traded out.
EDG quickly to move into Heaven, but they're pushed off the angle.
Nobody still alive is a problem. And wait, EDG, they're having a go at it. They're getting a little early on this one. They even dropped down from Heaven. Trent's got an opportunity here. And it's Jonah P. It's Valorant. EDG walked into the G2 trap, and they made it look easy. G2, look, putting Smoggy under pressure early. Can he somehow survive the most primal urge to try and just simply live? And Jaw's already taken away his support system. Looking for a bit more, gets a bit more. Smoggy's still standing, but for how long is Kang the last one to try and do anything in this? This has been an outplay. And normally these rounds, EDG might get a little bit messy, get a little bit naughty, but it's G2 up to 10 already. Like this, trying to keep those 3 players on this, but it's on Smoggy, right? This is all on Smoggy's shoulders. Do they clear? Does he wait patiently? Only with one though. Kong now down to 31 HP, trying to play off the back of Pillar and gets a fair fight. Takes away Val and can't quite control lead. It's still a bonus. This is still meant to be clean. It's a 3v2. If they lose any more, it's a problem. Leaf try to make maybe a low percentage play to try and help out. Doesn't work. EDG, get back in the game.
That was a nice setup.
Gonna clear for them through towards heaven. There's no one there. It's CT. It screens. Nobody gonna be forced away. Smokes off, but he still takes one down with him. That's Leaf gone. Still can't help Simon though. Simon is on an island here. He'd need help from someone else, but maybe Simon can do it all on his own. Jaw's gonna take away nobody. You can see the damage, but G2, punch for punch, blow for blow, decimating EDG, leaving Smoggy in a 1v3. Jonah P is on 10 HP, Trent 28. We've got them on low HP here. Smoggy, if there was a time to shine, it would be now. First hurdle. Might have seen the barrel. He's got him. That's Jonah P gone. 2 more though. Trent has been monstrous. Jorgamo, I mean, he's known pressure, and Smoggy's starting to get into his own head here. Takes the TP. He now knows. A centimeter away. It's pacey, and you keep your eyes on the spike. You keep your eyes on where that's going. Simon the Guardian trying to hold it down, gets outdone. Jaws on the site, spikes on the way. They're being kept back here.
On the map at the same time, EDG now forced to go onto the retake. They have no clue where G2 are.
They've absolutely no idea, but they're going to get their best bet. Kong with the first step, looking for the follow-up. He takes another, striding in now. Dealt with Leaf, back of the oh! Control from Leaf, stunning from Jaw. It's 12 for G2. 13th, the one that books you into the grand final, and Kong is waiting in your way with the knives in hand, and Icon himself still gonna find Trent. Sets up G2, it ain't over yet. You can never take your eyes off the prize against EDG, but G2 still with 3 standing. Still with a chance to do it now. But Kong, how badly do you want this? Can he hold them back here? Does G2 fancy their odds? They fancy a go, and Kong is still firing. He's still fighting. He's giving EDG the chance. Desperately trying to hold on, but Jonah P, you got a 1v3. Not right now. Nobody denies. EDG up to 6. G2 sometimes shine.
Teleport ready into backside. Here goes G2.
Smoggy, nowhere to run. Tries to get out of there, sends the paranoia, buys a couple of seconds, goes back in. Jonah P on the trade, however. It's down to a 4v4. Oh, Kong. Okay, he's found some room to play, and he's just puffing out the chest, trying to hold this back, but you gotta be careful. There's still threat. There's still danger when Jonah P does that. Surely no more. Surely no more. Kong. A heartbeat. Jonah P could be on a platter. I don't know if he's figured it out. Something's made him question mark it, right? Oh! Bye-bye, Smoggy. That's a head removed. And now G2 pick up the pace.
G2 really just have Simon waiting in their way, and he gets pushed off by great utility from G2. Calls in the reinforcements. EDG have no one on site.
EDG is scrambling. Kong, it's not good enough. Leaf outdoes him. We're down to 3. Chi-Chu, Simon, nobody. Might have to face the music. G2, 2 kills away. Nobody has a glance. Has a look, gets given nothing. G2 on the verge of taking down the reigning champion side. But Chi-Chu gonna take one back. But he's got a whole lot more work to do. The ult on the site. Valen takes away nobody. It's all on Chi-Chu now. Ults upon ults. It's so difficult for Chi-Chu. And the time is singing the tune of G2 right now. And he knows it. Time to face the music. Time to face that 13th round. Make a go of it, sure. Make a stand, sure. But you're not going to take the round away. G2, the Ascension Dream.